So I want you to watch this. Because this is your president. Anybody who's a Republican, now that he don't care if you can breathe or not, do you still love your president? I mean, in the years that he's been president, the couple of years he's been president, there's one war up because he's so into getting the Mexicans. When people talk about Spanish people, everybody thinks that everybody's Mexican. No. Puerto Rican, Spain, Dominican Republic, Cuba, the United States, which is Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is territory of the United States since what, 1979? So they're included in it. But I want you to see something. This is your president.
What we're seeing is a tremendous shift. We see a tidal wave coming at us, and we're scrambling to try to prepare for it as much as possible.
My daughter was born in that hospital. My second daughter. She was born in that hospital. And look at the line for people who can't breathe. And Donald Trump don't care. And that's your president, right? Let's go on.
Rate of patients who cannot breathe is overwhelming. You see them over and over again. You're intubating 2 patients in an hour. This is not what we do in emergency medicine, even in the busiest of ERs.
Or in America.
Here in New York City, coronavirus has...
Look at that. Look at this. This is my town. This is Manhattan. This is 42nd Street. Okay? This is 42nd Street. 42nd Street is the most busiest place in the world. Well, no, not in the world, but in New York. Because the 5 boroughs are not, and the other 4 boroughs are not as strong as Manhattan is. This right here, downtown, this used to be a club called Bonds right up here that I used to hang out. It used to be Bonds, a club. And we loved it, bro. And now, look at this. Not a soul in the street. But whose president is this? It ain't my president. He ain't my president. I don't care how much they say he's your president. He ain't my president. And he'll never get a vote from me. And now, he's even not giving a hell about his people, his Republicans who need ventilators and are dying. He doesn't care. He says we're hoarders. We want ventilators because we're hoarders. That's your president? Can you breathe now? Can you? I don't think you can. This is your president. If you vote for him in the next election, you'd be one dumb person because he don't care if you can breathe or not. Really.
Largely taken over a lot of what we do on a daily basis. It's impacting our staff.
We're seeing a lot of nurses getting sick, incredibly sick.
We are seeing scores of healthcare workers in my own department, get infected, and that's true everywhere.
I know we've all heard of the nurse that passed away recently from the COVID virus. I'm aware of another 40-year-old, otherwise healthy male nurse who's in an ICU and intubated. We don't feel safe.
If patients cough, it's all in your hair. I'm not feet away from them. I am 2 inches from their face. So I have COVID in my hair, I have COVID on my face.
We're dealing with an overwhelming need for PPE in a way that's unprecedented, right? So if we looked at like Italy and China, what they tell us to do, which is to gown up for every...
Look at that. Italy and China. Look at how they're dressed. Now, and our country is a free country. And look at how China is dressed. And look at how Donald Trump got us dressing. Dressed for fucking war. And our country, that's a free country, can't even get the necessary supplies because Donald Trump is calling us hoarders because we need more ventilators.
Patient make sure there are no breaches, even use a buddy to make sure that you're well protected. It's just not our capacity right now anywhere in America.
You know what? Let me bring this back here real fast because
It's just not our capacity right now anywhere in America.
I'm
Also,
sorry.
like Italy and China, what they tell us to do, which is to gown up for every patient, make sure there are no breaches, even use a buddy to make sure that you're well protected. It's just not our capacity right now anywhere in America.
Some are given one N95 respirator per
look
week.
at this, look at this, look at this. Okay, this is not us right here. I'm gonna. Let me keep
They are
going.
not meant to be reused. We're trying to find ways to reuse them because the supply chain is short. People are, baking them to try to kill virus. They're subjecting them to UV light.
The federal government started making suggestions about how to protect yourself with no mask, like using a bandana, right? Which is an absurd suggestion. It's not protective. It doesn't do what it needs to do. It puts medical workers at risk.
Really,
When you see that they're telling us to use bandanas when they know that's not gonna stop it, then this is your president. And if you vote for him in the next election, then there's got to be something wrong with you because he doesn't even want you to breathe. He doesn't want you to breathe. Literally, he doesn't want you to breathe. He's stopping all ventilators from coming in. He says, we don't need them.
I'm calling on all hospitals. I'm begging them to do more, and to the CDC. Like, please reconsider what you are telling us because it's costing people's lives.
Places are running out of ventilators. There's shortages of masks. The disconnect between what you might be hearing at a press briefing.
Now, look at this. Look at China. That's a poor country. Dressed up and suited up and even used a buddy system. And look how look at our free country. Our doctors are wrapping themselves in plastic bags. There's not enough stretchers. There's not enough beds. There's not enough nurses. There's not enough doctors. Donald Trump don't care. This is your president, right? You want him to be president because you wanted to keep the Latin people out. When you say Mexican, you guys think that anybody that's Spanish is Mexican. No, we're not. We got people from Spain, Dominican Republic. They're Spanish. Honduras, they're Spanish in part of it, and Puerto Rico, which is territory of the United States since 1979. Look at how China had their people, even using a buddy system, and our doctors are wrapped in plastic garbage bags. Donald Trump is saying that we're hoarders, that we don't need them. Guys, he's fighting more for a war than he's fighting for your life. And that's what you call a better American? A better America? You guys should take a second look. This man is over 70 years old, and he's done crossed the line. He has to be taken out of office. He has to before he kills everybody here. Don't you see? You saw everywhere else. Look how they took, and look at our doctors. It makes me so sad to look at our doctors. Look at our doctors wrapped in plastic bags just to attend a patient, not to get sick. And our president is saying, we're hoarders. Who needs 30 and 40,000 ventilators? We do. Your people do. Because half of those people are Republicans, are your people. Let's see if they'll vote for you now.
And what I'm hearing at sign out every single day in the emergency department, that chasm couldn't be wider.
I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You go into major hospitals sometimes, they'll have 2 ventilators. We're delivering millions and millions of different products, and all we do is hear that, can you get some more?
Because we need more. We need more. People are dying. Did you hear that? Did you hear it? He's your president, right? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Because if you didn't hear it, I don't believe we do need 40 to 30,000 ventilators. You know, you go into major hospitals, sometimes they'll have 2 ventilators. Where? Where? What hospital, especially in New York, has only 2 ventilators with all the crime? Please. This is not a campaign, but this is the worst thing he could ever done, is to stop his people from breathing. I don't even think he's American, pure American, but that's my belief.
I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You know, you go into major hospitals sometimes, they'll have 2 ventilators. We're delivering millions and millions of different products, and all we do is hear that, can you get some more?
Again, I'm stopping it there because that makes me so mad. We need more, we need more. We're a free country. China was more responsible in Spain. Now, this is your president. Y'all want to keep voting for him? You keep voting for him. But I'm going to tell you right now, y'all going to end
I
up...
don't think it's hoarding. I think it's maybe worse.
We need the tools and the resources to do our jobs, and we don't have them.
We're going to need billions of masks across America.
We need some help, and we need it right now.
Everyone is scared. It's a lot harder to save your patients' lives when you're also having to save your own.
I feel like we've been at war for 2 years, and we've just started with this epidemic.
We're going to have an entire healthcare workforce that is going to have gone to war. And so the thing I think about at night now is how to deal with that in the moment, to know that the decisions that we're going to be forced to make are decisions being forced upon us.
Don't make the plan B the plan A and say that that's the best standard. Not while my colleagues are getting sick. It really makes me angry. It makes me feel like, you know, are we forgotten?
That is the saddest thing, because it really, really touched my heart. It sure did. It touched my heart. When I tell you that this was the hardest thing to look at, this was the hardest thing to look at. And it's your president, because to me, he ain't my president. I'm just waiting for his 8 years, if he does another term, to be over. But I think this was a sign from God to open up the Republicans' eyes and see that this man don't care about you. He doesn't care if you breathe or not. Do you really think that he's going to care about anything else? A war is more important to him right now than you breathing. And that's the most saddest part about it. Oh. To see 42nd Street like that, I'm used to seeing it packed, bumping into people. It was a sad situation to see that. Really, really sad. Peace out, guys. Next election, use your brains, guys. Use your minds. Remember that we're in a free country and we can't get a mask. He's telling us to use bandanas, which is a stupid idea. The masks are made for a reason, and they're given to you at the hospital for a reason. So I hope you guys saw this, understood this, and this is crazy. Peace out.